Oh my God, I had the dumbest dream the other night. I dreamed that someone was talking to me. I dreamt. Well, dreamed is also proper.
For a Neanderthal, it is.
Okay.
For good God-fearing Christian English-speaking men, it's dreamt.
I dreamt I was having a conversation. The person was staring at my nose, and I went and checked, and I had the most gigantic booger you've ever seen. And I grabbed it, and boom, it made the noise like a cork coming out of a bottle. And it was huge, bigger than my nose. And then half of it was still on the outside of my nose. And I've never in my life dreamed about boogers. I'm hoping that I do it again. It was the biggest damn booger you've ever seen. Yeah. And I don't have a problem with boogers.
No,
I don't. No,
in general, no.
I keep a clean nose.
You know what? I didn't know how to blow my nose until college.
That sounds about right.
I didn't. No one ever told me how to blow my nose, taught me how to do it. I was in college, and I kept
Yeah. Oh.
all through class.
Yeah.
I got annoyed. It was a college experiment. I'm like, I'm going to figure out how to do this. And I blew air from my lungs.
Yeah. Through the nasal cavity.
Twixt my nasal cavities.
Betwixt
my duodenum and my
your what?
perineum.
Oh.
No, that's a whole different.
Is that near the clitoris?
It's next to the waffadiddle. We're not going to talk about the waffadiddle. We're a family program.
No.
The point is, I could breathe clearly right after that. And ever since, I've remembered that lesson. And when my nose is stuffy, I blow my nose.
Nobody taught you to blow your nose as a child.
No one ever taught me how to blow my nose. Ever.
Nobody.
No one. I learned it myself in college. And I would like to say my first year in college, but it wasn't. It was at the end of my sophomore year.
That you learned how to blow your nose.
Up until then, it was every time I was sick, it was like...
Okay.
And sleeping, going...
Mouth breathing, knuckle dragging.
And everything's dry and nasty.
Yeah.
I was so mad at everybody that I knew prior to that day. Like, why didn't you guys do something or say something?
Yeah.
But really, how often do you say something that's to someone that's sniffling?
1, 2, 3, 4, 1.
You know, you can't please all the people all the time. And last night, all those people were at my show.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome, with 2 scoops of raisins in every box. Please welcome your hosts, Mike and Darin.
Hi, I'm Darin.
I am Mike.
Welcome to Irritable Dad Syndrome,
Cincinnati's comedy podcast.
That's right.
If you're not laughing, we're not getting paid.
No, it's right. And we're not doing our job. And for that, we apologize.
I don't.
On this week's episode, I'm going to talk about adventures in lawn care.
And I'm going to talk about how Darin tricked me into buying tickets to Hootie and the Blowfish.
Didn't trick you, and I asked you.
Didn't like him then, don't like him now. Paid to see him.
Paid to see him. Good money, too. Yeah.
Stay tuned. Yeah, it was a bit of money.
A little bit.
A bit. The Hootie money.
You got Collective Solar opening up for him. It's going to be a good concert.
I don't like when, okay, let's talk about this for just a moment. We're going to talk about it for a minute. Because
We're going to talk about it now or
we're talking
later?
about it right now, immediately.
Okay.
If you guys go back and you listen to episode 111, Mike, how did you have that on the tip of your tongue? I'll tell you why. Because last Friday was Heavy Metal Day.
Yes.
And I went through
Happy
our
Metal
episode,
Day.
or maybe it was Saturday. It was Saturday. We're close observers. I went through our episodes. I used the search function on our website, irritabledadsyndrome.com.
Yeah.
Heavy metal. And they all popped up. Like we talked about Tool on this episode. We talked about Megadeth. We talked about Gwar.
Kiss.
Gojira.
Slaughter.
Alien Weaponry, which was stupid.
I don't even remember.
Knocked Loose, which was even stupider.
Yeah,
those are those two.
Dan Fogelberg.
Those were those two groups that played right before Gojira.
That's right. Oh, God, they were horrible.
They kind of
sticking their tongue out.
And here's the deal.
Where's my mosh pit?
Here's the deal, folks. I've seen Slayer. I've seen Gojira.
Yep.
I've seen Metallica.
I've seen Metallica.
You've seen Metallica a couple
times, yeah.
I've seen Pantera. I've seen Black Sabbath.
Yep.
I've seen
Ozzy.
You've seen Ozzy.
AC/DC.
You've seen AC/DC.
Couple
I've
times.
seen Iron Maiden.
I've seen Van Halen.
Van Halen. We've got some metal chops here.
Yeah, I've seen a few.
So I'm okay to point to a metal band and say, nah, not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Not for me.
Not for me. And I even have gotten into Excuse me. I've even gotten into some crazy metal bands. I would venture to say that if you were introducing someone to heavy metal, the heavy metal as it's called in the UK, you would not start someone off with Gojira.
No.
It's like starting someone off with classical music with Chopin. Am I wrong?
No.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
Am I wrong?
Chopin.
Yeah. Some say Chopin, but we don't talk about those people. The point is...
Losers.
The point is...
What's your point, Mike?
Gojira is heavy.
Very.
Alien Weaponry is too heavy. It's stupid heavy.
They were bad. Yeah.
Pantera is heavy. Pantera is so heavy, you quit watching the band and you start watching the people next to you to make sure they're not going to kill you.
It's so heavy, I can't lift it.
Waka waka waka.
My point is that when I talk about heavy metal, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
I've listened to Cannibal Corpse.
Okay.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
And they're on Spotify, and I listen to like maybe 3 or 4 seconds. If you're listening to Cannibal Corpse now or after this podcast or before this podcast, seek professional help.
Yeah.
Talk to somebody.
I've
Please.
listened to Motorhead.
With Lemmy.
Yeah.
With the thing on his face.
The Ace of Spades.
Ace of Spades. Judas Priest.
Yep. Turbo Lover.
What?
Turbo Lover.
Excuse you.
Yeah.
Queen.
I've seen Judas Priest.
Queen's not heavy metal.
No, they're not.
But to some people they are. Here's the point.
Okay.
When Darin talks about music,
Yeah.
when I talk about music, we know what we're talking about.
That's right, Mike.
I don't remember what.
This all started when I mentioned Collective Soul were opening for Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah. Oh,
And then you said episode 111.
Okay.
Thank
the rewind
God I'm
tape,
here.
rewind sound.
Yeah.
I didn't like it when Megadeth opened for Five Finger Death Punch.
Okay.
Five Finger Death Punch should be opening for Megadeth. Have some respect, people.
Yeah.
Huh?
I agree.
You're going to end the show. We're going to end the.
Mike, when I say I agree, that means you can put the gloves down.
I'm glad I'm not editing this episode.
What's this got to do with Collective Soul?
I don't like the fact that they're open. They're always opening for a band I don't like. They're opening for Hootie and the Blowfish. Bess and I were going to see them a few times. They were opening for what's the band that sang Iris in the movie with Nicolas Cage?
Oh, the Goo Goo Dolls.
Goo Goo Dolls. They were opening for them.
God, I saw the Goo Goo Dolls one time.
You would.
Yeah. No, we went to see. It was the Goo Goo Dolls, Sugar Ray, and Fastball. Okay, this is in the 90s.
So why did you get a ticket for that?
Can I?
Okay.
May I?
Yeah, you may.
I have the floor.
Were they giving away refrigerators?
No, I wanted to see Fastball. Okay.
Okay.
I actually,
don't know anything about Fastball.
They're great. Okay. Their first album, every song on it was really good. Better or as good as their hit. Okay. So we wanted to see Fastball and Sugar Ray. Okay. And then the Goo Goo Dolls was,
Sugar Ray's
whatever.
a fly. I want to fly. I'm a fly.
No.
I'm a fly and fly.
No, God, you're embarrassing yourself. And anyway, so
I just wanna
put your arms around me, baby. But yeah,
that's fly.
Stop. Yeah. Stop. So we drive all the way out there, and there's a thing. Our apologies. Fastball will not be performing tonight.
What?
So we didn't see Fastball, and we saw Sugar Ray, which were pretty good.
Yeah,
surprising, and
okay.
Goo Goo Dolls, who were annoying.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Collective Soul live?
I have.
Okay.
Libby and I went to a club in Knoxville, and they were amazing.
When about?
This was
Tuesday?
99.
Okay.
It's been a long time since we've seen Collective Soul. They are Libby's favorite band.
Okay.
Absolute favorite band.
I have a signed copy of Dosage in there.
Oh, okay.
That we got on their Dosage
From
tour.
Ed Roland?
From the band, the whole band.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
And because we saw them, they were at Bogart's.
Yeah.
And they just announced, we have signed copies of our CD back there. And I'm like, how is there not a riot right now? And I was like, oh, because there's a bunch of millennials and ne'er-do-wells in here who don't know what they're seeing.
Yeah, you know
what? A bunch of knocked loose fans.
They're one of those bands that just aren't as popular as they're supposed to be.
They transcended genre. What I mean by that is when they started, they had that alternative look and alternative feel, but they weren't alternative.
No.
If you you can listen to their stuff now and you like think back and it's like, oh, they've always been rock.
Yeah.
But they had that feel, like they were, the videos were all in flannel and everything.
Yeah.
Similar to that band that shall not be named. I watched a bunch of what I affectionately refer to as these millennials. they just their new single Atomic City just hit number 1 or number 2 or whatever on the alternative music charts in Britain. And all these people are like, alternative? What the hell's
there's nothing alternative about
They
them.
used to be on the alternative charts. When the Zooropa came out, they were considered an alternative band.
With Zooropa?
Zooropa. They were considered, and Octoon Baby, they were considered alternative then because look at what else was a rock at that time.
Was REO Speedwagon.
No, it was Metallica, the Black Album, came out the same time Octoon Baby came out. So
Yeah.
if you're going to call Metallica rock, the hell are you going to call Octoon Baby?
See, whenever I hear alternative, I keep thinking...
REM.
No, I hear college AOR, album-oriented rock. Because when I was at the radio station at ETSU, that's what we played all the time was REM.
Well, see, they went through like this
I
thing.
hear alternative, and I think Pearl Jam, Nirvana, and the Chili Peppers.
Yeah, because that's what that was at that time.
Also known as grunge.
Yeah. But now when I hear Pearl Jam, I think rock.
Yes.
It's, I just, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. It's not often an epiphany actually hits me in the midst of the... Please don't edit this part out.
No.
It actually hit me just now.
I saw it.
Do you, like, it... Ow.
Hey, what happened?
Like, nobody ever considered that Poison might be a country band because they did Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Oh, dear Lord.
But I guarantee you...
Now, is Brett Michaels considered country now?
I don't know what he is now.
Is he doing the Kid Rock
I
thing?
haven't paid attention to Brett Michaels since Edward Furlong stopped being chased by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a
Terminator 2 reference.
Yeah. My point is that Every Rose Has Its Thorn. You could put that on a country music station right now.
You could.
And people would think that's a country band.
That is true.
But it ain't.
No, it's not.
You could do the same thing, kind of, with Desire by the band that shall not be named. Almost, but not really.
Okay.
You're listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's comedy podcast.
What in the hell kind of sales approach is that? You boys couldn't sell $1 for 50 cents.
The day that this episode drops is December 5.
Really?
Okay, yeah. And
Okay.
we've been recording way in advance, like 3, almost 4 weeks in advance because of the holidays. There's going to be a few weeks where we're not going to be available to do this nonsense. So we're recording it in advance. And how was your Thanksgiving, Mike?
You know what?
You wouldn't know because...
No.
We haven't had Thanksgiving yet.
Okay.
But this episode drops after Thanksgiving, and we totally forgot to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, and that's my fault. And I apologize for that. I saw something today.
Wonderful.
And, I saw something on the Facebook. It was a picture, and the heading says, "When you know, you know." The picture was toast, jelly beans, pretzels, and popcorn on a tray. And you know what that was?
That was the Charlie Brown.
That's what Charlie Brown and Snoopy fed everybody who invited themselves to his house for Thanksgiving.
And then complained that he didn't have...
Now, I remember as a kid, here, I'm a little kid the first time I saw Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. And I'm thinking, 1, that looks delicious. 2, Peppermint Patty's a bitch. She's like, hey, what's this? Where's the turkey? Where's the cranberries? Where's the pumpkin pie? And I'm thinking, where are your manners?
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah.
I was so pissed at her, and I was a huge, still am,
I got
huge
a little
fan of Charlie
I got a little
Brown.
PTSD there because you just reenacted perfectly how those old Charlie Brown cartoons would voice the characters.
Yeah.
Where's the tinsel? Where's the ornaments? Where's the star on top of the tree?
Yeah.
And then in the middle of that, you have Snoopy in the background going.
Yes. Well, the the voices were all kids.
Yeah.
Okay, except for Snoopy, which was the only character who was voiced by the same person throughout the entirety was Snoopy. And I can't remember the guy's name who did it.
Yeah.
But I remember as a kid thinking, I want to smack her in the face. I want to punch her in the throat. Anyway, Thanksgiving.
Marcy puts up with that.
I know. I was living in Virginia, and I begged my mom. I said, can I have a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving dinner? Right? And, mom was like, oh, my God, what? There's going to be turkey and mashed potatoes. And I hated turkey, okay? And then somebody made
Turkey's a little overrated.
Somebody made this nasty dressing, which was horrible.
Was it had cranberries?
Well, I still hate cranberries.
Yeah.
Okay. Even though Dave Lay promoted the hell out of it 3 or 4 weeks ago. So we're at my grandmother's house in Virginia, and everyone has their turkey, and they have their pumpkin pie, and they have their cranberries and their dressing and their mashed potatoes and their rolls and their deviled eggs and all of that stuff. And Mom brings me over my plate with jelly beans, toast, pretzels, and popcorn, and I was ecstatic. I was just losing my mind. How cool is this? The rest of the family were losing their like. What has gone through Dorothy's head? I'm surprised that the looks, like the looks that they gave.
Looks could kill.
Yes, that they gave my mom. What?
How dare
How
you?
dare she feed her son that? I'm surprised they didn't call Child Protective Services.
Yes. Thank you.
But it was like, I remember as a kid, it was one of my best Thanksgivings ever. Now, I like turkey. I like dark meat better than white meat.
What?
I love the dark meat.
Why?
It's because it's so good.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you don't like it? Yeah. And see, and Libby doesn't like dark meat. I love the dark meat, so give me all the dark meat.
You guys do the whole turkey.
Yeah.
You probably eat the gizzard and the heart too, don't you? You sick bastard.
A couple of years
Put it
ago,
on a
do you do
Pop-Tart.
the trick where you pull out the neck and you tell the kids that it's the turkey penis? You don't tell the kids that it's the turkey penis?
We'd like to thank our Dayton viewers.
Yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. We forgot to mention that, and I apologize.
I got so much stuff on Black Friday. It was stupid.
Oh, really?
I was actually stupid.
D-U-M stupid.
He was unintelligent.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dave Lay, the announcer for Irritable Dad Syndrome. Christmas is coming up soon, and what better way to show someone how much you care than a gift from this podcast? Go to irritabledadsyndrome.com and click on Store. There you'll find a wide assortment of shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, and other cool stuff. What are you waiting for? Get that special person in your life a Whoppers all-beef hot dog beach blanket or venomous beaver t-shirt today at irritabledadsyndrome.com.
Don't encourage that.
Yeah.
You need to quit laughing so much. Here's the deal.
Yeah.
You laugh a lot.
I do.
And that encourages me to be stupid.
Okay.
And say things that aren't that funny.
Mm-hmm. It's not fake, by the way.
Okay.
I remember,
appreciate that. It actually makes the show fun to listen to.
I used to think that Bob and Tom, the nonstop laughing, I'm like, they can't possibly. And then it's like the more I listen to them, I'm like, I'm laughing at this comedian.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't they be laughing?
Yeah.
And when I went and did Chris and Janine's morning show and I did my comedy routine there, my Christmas jokes and stuff, they were laughing at me. And but yeah, I genuinely find you funny.
So this episode hasn't aired yet.
No, it airs on December 5th.
But no, the one I'm about to talk about.
Oh,
about the license plate.
Uh-huh.
But you had a line that involved the letter A that damn near killed me.
Previously on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
I don't know, because when I first saw that on the rundown, I thought it might be 3D anime.
Yeah.
Like animation. But
there was no A.
There would be then it needs an A.
And I will tell you.
Oh, it needs an A, all right.
You were going to have a very uncomfortable conversation with Bess like 5 minutes after that. Your husband's dead on the floor down there because of what I said.
Last week we mentioned that the Crowbar was closing, and they made a big deal about it.
Yeah.
Like, Thursday's our last night. Come for the big hoorah, the final showdown, the final whoop-de-woo.
Come for the beer, stay for the beans.
Yeah, bring. It was a potluck. Like, you're bringing your own food into a
the guy that
store.
plays guitar did his hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he was crying.
Yeah.
The guy who was playing the guitar when he did his last song, he stood up and he had tears in his eyes.
That's just,
and there were hugs, and everybody was losing their mind.
People were doing wine shots.
Yes.
Which I didn't even know that's legal in Ohio.
And by the way, I've never been more popular in my life. I got there. I saw my old neighbors, Tara and Graham. I saw my old neighbors, Sammy and Jesse. I saw Chris and Eric. And then I saw, and then we made new friends.
We made Rogers, and he kept saying Rogers.
Yeah.
So we made a video. We made like a 10-minute video.
Mike wanted to go live stream.
It's
and
terrible.
Your camera's all in the sky. And I look at people.
I didn't want to aim it at people. like
Well,
random.
that's what you do when you live stream. Yeah.
You aim it at yourself.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, I'm not good at live streaming.
Anyway,
but there's a 10-minute video that's going to end up on the Patreon again. And we
Okay.
met a man named Rogers.
Yes.
And I kept asking him, is it Roger? And he's like, yes, Rogers. And I asked him 3 or 4 times, and he kept saying that. So I'm just
Okay.
going to call him Rogers.
Wait, here's the thing.
Yeah.
They made such a big deal about Thursday being the last night.
It's the end.
The grand finale
We
of
went.
the Crowbar. We all went.
We went.
Yeah.
We filmed it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um,
And then you went by Friday. They were open.
Yeah.
They were open again on Saturday.
Partying down. Like,
So-
what happened?
Hey.
What happened?
So I'm like, okay, why did you make a big whoop-de-woo about Thursday being your last night if Saturday was going to be your last night? And then, like, all the people who I saw Thursday night
Yeah.
showed up again for the group photo
Yeah.
on Saturday.
Who cares about
Yeah.
Saturday? I was there getting an onion on Saturday, and I bought an onion.
You
I
just,
need
just an onion.
because I like onions on my cheeseburgers, and I was
Yeah.
grilling cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
And I saw that we didn't have an onion,
Now,
so I came down and I
do
got
you
an onion.
grill the onions or do you just
No,
slice them? Okay.
no, I'm raw.
Okay.
I
can't do a raw onion, but I can grill onions and put them on a burger.
Really.
Yeah.
I like the crunchy.
You ever put mushrooms on your burger?
I thought about
Okay.
it. I thought this is more riveting content. This last time I was at Kroger, I almost bought some mushrooms and then I forgot.
Yeah.
Here's what I do. I put the burger on the bun and then I put American cheese. And you know what? I know it's not cheese. It's a cheese product.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care that it's partially hydrogenated linoleum.
Yeah.
It tastes good.
It's yummy.
And then I put the onion on top of that. And then I put a tomato.
Uh-huh.
And then on the nude end of the other bun,
Yeah.
I put mustard. You heard me, mustard. I put ketchup. And then I put a generous dollop
Yeah.
of mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Why? Because that's what you do to burgers.
Yeah.
The reason that you liked Wendy's back in the 80s is because they had the cojones to put mayonnaise on their burgers, while McDonald's was sitting over there in ketchup and mustard land,
And
like
their
we're all
special sauce.
like we're all in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Wendy's is operating out here like it's 2025.
Yeah. I made burgers the other night. Okay. Now I don't.
Do you grill them out?
No, I don't have.
Ah.
I don't have the grill anymore. My grill was a death trap. But I have a griddle that you use for the pancakes.
Yeah.
So this is what I did. I fried up the bacon. Okay. Bacon. Bacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. You heard me.
Yeah.
You fry up the bacon on the
Yeah.
griddle. Don't
Yeah.
you dare wipe off the
No.
griddle.
Oh, you leave it that way.
Yeah. You take the bacon, you put it on a plate, on a napkin, on the plate, and then you heat that up again when your burger patty is ready. Now, do you season your meat?
Excuse me.
Do
Yes.
you- okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Okay, y'all out there who think that you can just throw a hamburger patty on the grill, don't do that. It's torturing. You're killing people.
That's how
with that.
cavemen did it.
Yes.
Yeah, we are civilized human beings.
I have found a pretty good recipe.
Okay.
Okay, so and this is free from your Uncle Darin. I use Dale's seasoning sauce.
Okay.
Okay, I use Cowboy barbecue seasoning.
Okay.
I use Lowry's.
Okay.
and then roasted garlic and herb.
This is like alchemy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mix it all together with an egg.
Okay.
You put an egg in there.
Whoa.
And you put a piece of bread. You grind up a piece of bread and put it in there. The bread helps soak up. Why is the bread in there?
Yeah,
I'll
what's the
tell
bread
you.
in it? What's it?
It soaks up the juices.
But you-
Okay.
you-
Yeah.
okay.
And don't. Shh. And then you grill the burgers on the griddle in the bacon grease. Okay. You put a pickle. Okay. I put a pickle.
Okay.
I put a big ass slice of tomato.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I make a secret sauce, and I will not reveal my secret sauce.
It has ketchup.
It does not have ketchup.
It has mayonnaise.
It does not have mayonnaise.
What the hell is that? Horseradish sauce.
Nope. No. God. No.
You
wanna know?
Jalapenos?
You want to know
what?
my secret sauce?
Yeah. Well, you don't.
Is-
I don't want you to tell if it's secret.
You guys will thank me when you do this. Okay. It's equal parts barbecue sauce, ranch dressing, and a Dijon mustard. and you mix those three
Dijon
together.
mustard. See, that's where
Dijon mustard.
you just went out of
I
our...
don't use the yellow mustard.
That's out of our
No.
price range. I go yellow mustard. I want it as processed as I can get
I
it.
was using bone-sucking mustard,
Okay.
but they ain't got that at Kroger anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mixed those three together, and the kids, my God, I was like, hey, guys, you want special sauce? Yeah, I want special sauce. They say they lose their mind.
Okay.
And those are Daddy's burgers, and they're the bomb. You got
Okay.
the bacon, the tomato. Yeah.
All right, now that we're doing cooking with Darin and Mike,
Yep.
check this shit out.
Okay.
Get yourself some chicken breasts.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And put them grill them with adobo seasoning. You spray them with olive oil. Then you shake the adobo on both sides.
Adobo, yes.
Yeah.
And the roast, yeah.
Yeah. And you grill them up. Then you slice them. When they're done with the grill, you slice them thin.
Mm-hmm.
Then you take 2 pieces of bread, Italian
Yeah.
bread.
Italian
Please,
bread.
Italian
Yeah.
bread.
Yeah.
And butter. You slather one side of it with butter.
I'm starving.
And then you put the thinly sliced grilled chicken that you just grilled.
Yeah.
You
It's
put
got to be thinly sliced.
You put a smidgen of salt. And I'll tell you why. Mike, why would you do that?
Yeah.
You just put adobo seasoning on
Yeah.
it. You did. But you put it on the outside of the chicken breast. Now
A
you're
lot of that's
thinly
cooked- a lot of it's
sliced.
cooked
a lot
off.
of it's a lot of it's not in there. It's
Yep.
not in the so you put it in the midst. You'll thank me later.
Yep.
Then
I hear
you
you.
slice four
Okay.
slices of Tillamook extra sharp white cheddar.
Uh-huh.
2 millimeters thick each.
Get a ruler.
Get a ruler.
Measure it yourself.
Or a European friend. Either's good. You put 3 like that, and then 1 on top of the bread,
Mm-hmm.
and then you put that on top of the chicken, and then you slather the top of that with butter.
Yeah.
You put some butter in a pan,
Yeah.
and you grill cheese that thing up.
Oh.
The cheddar Tillamook goodness
Yeah.
seeps down into the chicken.
Yeah.
You put that on a plate. You take Tums.
Yeah. Yeah.
If
You put
you
it
have
right
the-
in the chicken.
No. This is important. If you're over 45.
Do you do it? You take the Tums beforehand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if you have the 750 Tums, you know what I'm talking
I
about?
do.
You take 3 of those. If you've got the 1,000 Maxi, take 2 of those. You'll thank me an hour to 2 later.
Yeah.
And then you eat that you made. If you're particularly adventuresome, which I have been on some occasions, you slide a fried egg in there.
Oh, I love putting a fried egg on my burger. I love putting a fried egg on my burger.
You're listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome, now with anti-cavity protection.
Cut that out!
You want to hear a Kroger stupid bar story?
I do.
Okay.
It's time now for the Kroger Story of the Week.
Thanks, Dave. I found out
Yes.
that my favorite cashier
Uh-huh.
at Kroger also goes to my church. And
That's awesome.
Because a few weeks ago, Libby and I were going there at night for this class that we were taking. And I saw him walking in, and I was going to say hi, but I couldn't get to him in time. He was already like near the door, and I was getting out of the car. When I went inside the building, he was already somewhere else. But I started talking to him, and you know what? I learned a lot of things about this guy that heretofore I did not know. That's
Like-
learning. Yeah.
Like he's from Rhode Island.
He loves cranberries.
He made his fortune smushing cranberries.
He asked me, he says, so did your favorite team do well today? And I said, yes, they did. He said, mine did too. And I said, who's your favorite team? He said, the Steelers. I'm like, hell yeah.
There you go.
So we bonded over that.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
And yeah. So anyway, that was pretty cool.
This has been the Kroger Story of the Week.
When I was at the Crowbar, I ran into my old neighbors, Tara and Graham. When we used to live on the other side of the neighborhood, their house faced our house. Okay. They're really good neighbors. There was one year, it was November 1st, the day after Halloween, and it was like 70 degrees. And I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and hang up my Christmas lights while, before it gets stupid cold and my hands are too, cold to do it. So I'm out on top of the house hanging my Christmas lights. Their kid, Josh, runs over, rings the doorbell, and tells Libby, he says, yeah, my mom and dad think Mr. Cox is drunk because he's on top of the house hanging Christmas lights on November 1st. Can Jacob come out and play?
We interrupt this program for an important announcement. I'm Dave Lay, and I have something to say to you people who buy generic brand cereal your children hate. Please stop. Seriously. It's not going to kill you to spend an extra 48 cents on the real thing, okay? This has been an important announcement.
can we stop with the voting stickers? With the
they make you take them.
No, they don't. The last 2 times I've voted, I've walked right past the guy. Granted, I've gotten a look.
Oh, yeah.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You're not going to take
It's like not tipping.
You're not. Yeah. You're not going to take a sticker.
Yeah.
He looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, no, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But it's nice that you're doing your civic duty and everything, but nobody cares that you voted.
Yeah, they don't.
It's like big deal. It's like, woohoo, you got a sticker on.
Yeah. I'm trying to move that to make it as little.
Not awkward at all, yeah.
No.
A couple years ago, Libby had donated some money to a particular party. And now we keep getting texts, like nonstop.
Yeah,
getting texts.
Same thing happened with us.
Support this issue. You want to get out and support this issue. Now you want to support this issue. And I got the best one the other day. It said that Liberty Township is looking for people to run for office. Would you like to consider running? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Can you imagine me?
I know exactly what you're talking about because I got those. We
Darin Cox running for office in Liberty Township.
I still get those. We offered support, and then I started getting. My problem now is I'm still getting those for one party, and then now another party has been texting me. So they're like, I'm getting it from both sides.
Well,
now.
you bought a sign for your mom, right?
Yeah,
is that what?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, that's probably why.
No, but that was
yeah,
many years ago. These new ones have just started recently.
Yeah. But I can't possibly imagine a situation worse than having me in a political office.
Yeah. I do have a story of something that we did as a family. I can't believe I'm not saying it. We went to a Bengals game.
Yeah.
We went to a football game.
Yeah.
Darin. American football.
Yeah, football.
For our European listeners.
Yeah.
They played the Houston Texans.
Yes.
And we had a hoot.
Yeah.
Until they screwed it up.
Yeah.
They got like a really cool.
I love it when the Bengals screwed up because I'm a Steeler fan.
They got a really cool touchdown near the end of the game, and it looked like it was clear they were going to lose. And then Joe burrowed it up the whatchamacall.
Up the chute.
Up the
woohoo.
And they got a touchdown that no one expected them to get. And the kids, Andrew and Charlie, were jumping and screaming. Bess was jumping and screaming.
Yep.
The dude in front of us that every time the Bengals did anything would turn around and high five us. He was turning around and high fiving us.
Yeah.
And then there were like a minute and a half left in the game. We're like, what could they possibly do now? Well, I'll tell you.
Thanks for asking.
They'll come all the way down and they'll kick a field goal and be like, okay, we're going to go home. We beat your ass.
Yeah.
And that's what happened.
Yeah. What was the final score of the Texans?
I don't know. It was 3 more than what we had. It was 23. I think it was 23-20. Yeah. They tied it up at 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they got close. I didn't even think about that as a possibility.
Those are the worst when they lose it in the very, very last. Yeah.
See, the Bengals lost it. They lost it because they sucked for a good 45 minutes before. I don't mind going to a baseball game, like seeing a baseball game in person.
Yeah.
I think it's actually interesting.
Are we talking about baseball now?
Baseball.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to switch back.
Oh, okay.
But watching baseball on TV, who farted?
No.
I mean, who farted?
Yeah.
Where's their identification? But in person, I'm like, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Football, I don't mind watching on TV.
Yeah.
I can find other things to do, like grind my camos, but I'll watch a football game every once in a while.
Yeah.
But in person, it's a little bit different because you can see all the stuff that they're not showing you because they're always focusing on the quarterback and the person that he's throwing to or whoever's about to get hit. Yeah. What they're not showing is the Texan who is 20 feet away from anybody else on the field, so far away from everyone else that you think for an instant, is he supposed to be on the field? Is that one of the...
Yeah.
And then the quarterback sees him, throws the pass. You see all the Bengals look up and see the ball, and they start moving towards the guy. And if you're an idiot like me, you have enough time to think, they're just going to go get the ball and give it back to him because they're clearly just... Oh, wait, that's one of their guys. Oh, there's the touchdown.
Here you go.
And you're like, that'll never happen again.
This was yours, I think.
Yeah. I was like, well, that was stupid. That was so stupid that the coach probably came out and said, really?
Yeah.
Really? You guys get paid millions of dollars? Not one of you could come over to the guy that's running like crazy that the quarterback's looking at, throwing the ball towards nobody is going to look at him.
Yeah.
You think that would happen. And then 2 or 3 plays down, you're like, is that guy supposed to be, is that one of the camera people there? He doesn't have he just caught the ball. Oh yeah, he's getting another touch. Yeah, it's the same guy. It's the same. And you look over at Andrew, my son, who knows everybody's name and all the stats.
Yeah.
And he's like, looks at you, looks at me and says, what are they doing? And I'm like, is that the same guy?
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, now I'm not a football guy. I'm not a sports guy.
Yeah.
But even my idiot self could see that guy's always alone, always not around anybody, and always catching a pass. And whereupon he catches the pass, he runneth to the end zone and gets 6 points.
Yeah. That's one of the things I love yelling is like, he's wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have a problem with the Monday morning, what is it called? The Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah.
But I mean, come on.
I told you what, like when Libby and I watch football, if we're at a party.
Yeah.
So last year we were at a Super Bowl party, and whenever I elbow her, that's her cue to do her line.
Yeah.
And so when Libby would yell at the screen, special teams. But last year we're at the Super Bowl party, and I elbowed her, and she said, "What?" I said,
Special
do
teams.
your line. What's my line? Special teams. Oh, special teams. No, it's what's feeling, damn it. God, woman, I can't take you anywhere. Yeah, she one year she yelled special teams, and another guy said, yeah. He was all in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So my favorite part of the football game was as we were leaving the stadium, Andrew and Charlie, I'm not going to pretend that they haven't heard some salty language from time to time.
Oh, you can hear that at a football game.
Oh, it echoes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
F this, F that, F this person in particular.
Yep.
And then someone else would yell out from far away, what the F did you just say?
Yep.
And then they'll F and repeat it.
Yep.
And
yeah.
F this and F that and F that. And then it's F you, no F you. And then over here, both of you shut the F up.
Mm-hmm.
He was there.
My buddy Greg Hauser and I went to see a Steeler game. We're leaving. The Steelers won.
Okay.
It wasn't close. There's no dispute. There's you can't blame this one on the refs.
Yeah.
We're leaving, and it is, as my friend Jim Livingston would say, it was butt to nut. We were just packed. We were just like sardines walking out of there.
Yeah.
I've got my Troy Polamalu jersey on.
Bless you.
And the Bengal fan behind me says, he's a good player. But I swear to God, if I see one more Polamalu jersey, I'm going to kill somebody. And he's right behind me.
Yeah.
And I just turned around and smiled and said,
hi.
How you doing?
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. No, I mean, I have a friend who will go, and how he doesn't get in a fight every game, I don't know. When I go to the game, I go and I watch the game.
Yeah.
I don't talk trash. I go and I watch the game.
You watch the game.
My buddy Greg and I went. We went to 2 or 3, and one time we're leaving. This woman, she starts barking and getting in his face. And he says, "Why do you hate the Steelers so bad?" And she said, "Because they always win." And he said, well, what do you want me to do about that?
Yeah.
You know, there was one year we went and we found our seat, and I'll be damned if it wasn't. Here we're surrounded. There's bingle, all around us. We're the only 2 Steeler fans in this section.
Yeah.
And we're like, it's going to be a long day. And I sat down, and the bingle fan next to me looks over and goes, just go easy on us. And they were hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
We had the best time with these people all day. And then I went one time. Have you ever tailgated?
Not in recent memory.
Okay.
No, we didn't. Yeah.
The people who tailgate at the NFL, they are serious.
Yeah.
So my buddy Mike, who lives in Pittsburgh, he's coming into Cincinnati for the Steeler-Bengal game. And he says, we're tailgating. Are you coming with us? I'm like, yeah, sure. And he goes, okay, we'll swing by your house around 7 and bring you down. I'm like,
in the morning?
So, yeah. I said, a.m. I said,
yeah,
Mike, the game doesn't start till 1. He goes, oh, yeah, we take this seriously. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Yeah, you only live once.
Yeah.
So we get there. I'm hammered at 10 a.m. Okay, I can't feel my feet. I am tingling.
Yeah.
And there's a guy there, a Bengal fan.
Yeah.
And he's grilling brats and
Yeah.
and hot dogs and burgers and stuff. And I walked up to him and I said, I know I'm not wearing the right jersey. Can I buy a hot dog off you? And he says, no, I'm not selling you a hot dog. He says, I'll give you one. I said, okay. Gives me a hot dog. These girls, they're Bengal fans. They come over and I'm like, you're going to go home and you're going to tell your friends, like, we met the nicest Steelers. Had a blast with them. When you go to these games, it doesn't have to be that nasty rivalry. You can have a good time with the opposite side of the team.
Speaking of nasty rivalries, here's some fun for you guys. Every once in a while I go down the tubes on YouTube and I find some interesting videos. I had so much fun. There's a video up there of, the title of it is something similar to people who talked smack about Mike Tyson and then got destroyed by him.
Yeah.
And all it is, it's like a 40-minute video of these boxers when he was up and coming, just talking smack. Like forever. Like, yeah, he's like, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to hit him once. He's going to hit the ground. And that's all there is to it. He's young. He don't have nothing. And then Mike Tyson, he never says anything. He would switch over to Mike Tyson, and he's just looking at the camera like is it time to hit something?
I'm ready to go.
Hit. Yeah. And
you know what?
Ding, he walks out, punch him, boom, they're down.
You know why, right? Special teams.
Special teams.
Irritable Dad Syndrome was brought to you by Diff Liquid Concentrated Wallpaper Stripper and listeners like you.
I haven't done a Just Stop in forever. And I have one, and this is for the kids. Not just kids in general. These are my kids.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question, Mike. And I'm dreading this because you may be like my kids. How hard is it to squeeze toothpaste from the bottom of the tube? This drives me absolutely crazy. Yeah, they squeeze. It's like, okay, you only get toothpaste out of the top of the tube, right?
Yeah.
You can't get it out of the bottom.
Right.
If you could get it out of the bottom,
There'd be a hole down there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it would make sense to squeeze from the middle. That way you could get it out of both ends.
Yeah.
You can only get it out of the top.
That's what she said.
So if you squeeze from the bottom, then you get all the toothpaste out of the top. If I've talked to my kids once, I've talked to them 1,000 times about this.
Yeah.
It drives me absolutely crazy.
Another piece
Just stop.
So I've got another one here, and I'm stealing from you because this is on the same line.
Yeah.
How do kids open cereal boxes?
Cereal boxes.
And my answer to that,
Like
in
a
this
damn Wolverine.
yeah, they get Freddy Krueger's glove. One of them gets his glove, and the other gets a baseball bat.
Yeah.
And they take turns until they get it open.
It's not hard to open a box of cereal.
But my favorite piece of this, and everyone in the family does it except for me, I will come down in the morning and there's a cereal box on the island. And no one's awake but me. And I'll put it away. And then I'll come home from work. There's a cereal box on the island. No one's in the room. No one's in the house. The kids are playing. Bess is somewhere else.
Yeah.
I've learned that's the I may want some more later. Yeah. So I'm going to leave it there. Here's the thing. You're finished eating cereal when you put the milk away, right? And you've been in our kitchen.
Yeah.
The island is, some would say, within a day's walk of the refrigerator. It's right there.
Yeah.
You're at the refrigerator.
You can easily put your hand on the fridge and the island same time
without pulling a muscle.
This is an audio podcast, so you don't have to be Tom Cruise.
So walk with me down this lane.
Okay.
You're at the refrigerator. You've decided I've finished my cereal consumption for this moment in time.
Yeah.
I am placing the milk back into the refrigerator so that no one in my family gets botulism, right?
That's right.
And then I close it. I have to turn around and go back to wherever I came from. As I do that, the cereal box crosses my vision.
Yeah.
And you're telling me that your brain says, I may want some more. It just put milk back.
Yeah.
You can't get there from here. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You just put it back.
Okay. So the law applies for milk that also applies for cereal.
Yeah.
You can put the cereal away and still get more.
You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I put the cereal away every time.
It's not like you put it in another dimension.
No.
It's not like Doctor Strange opened one of those spinny, sparkly things, and now it's in Thanos' land. It's just behind a door.
Right.
You know, Monty Hall's not coming out saying, "What's behind this door?" You know what's back there. It's the cereal is right behind there.
Yeah. It's not hard.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like you're hunting cereal on the plains of Africa.
No.
It's behind the door.
Yeah.
You open the door, you get it, you pour it in. If you're an advanced specimen, you close the cellophane back up, if it's possible.
Yeah.
If your Kruger gloves didn't rip all of it to shreds. And then you put it back from whence it came.
I don't understand. It's not hard to open a box of cereal. You put your finger along the top and you press down, often lightly.
Yeah.
Slide it left to right, right to left, whatever suits your fancy.
In any way you want to do
it. And then you can close it, and that top part, it goes into the thing. It's meant to close.
Some would say it was designed that way.
Yes.
And the cellophane, here's a trick.
You roll it.
You grab the cellophane. Now, this is an audio podcast.
Yeah.
Take your, what is this, the index finger
your
and your
finger.
thumb. Trigger finger and your thumb. Grip the cellophane from one side betwixt your trigger finger and your thumb. Now grab the other side of the cellophane with your other trigger finger and your thumb and pull those apart.
Yeah.
And it will sever the top of the bag in twain.
Mm.
And thereupon, you will gaze upon nude cereal, ready to be poured into your bowl.
Yeah, we have a good question. Why doesn't it come with a Ziploc? That's a very good question.
Some of them do. Some of those like fancy cereals,
the ones that are
ones
just
at Whole Foods that nobody can afford.
Yeah,
that people feed their horses.
But I'm telling you, but that doesn't make it foolproof though, because when I was making burgers the other day that I grilled in bacon juice, oh my God, I asked my son Jacob, "Will you get the cheese?" Okay.
Yeah.
And he goes and he gets, because we had provolone and we had Colby Jack. It's a brand new package of cheese.
Yeah.
To which he grabs it like Arnold Schwarzenegger and tears it. It's like, no, read. There's a thing that says pull here.
Yeah.
And that's where you pull.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Where it says to pull. You pull
here.
that. And then you open the Ziploc and then you seal it when you're done. So I'm taking all this cheese and I'm putting it in sandwich bags to keep it fresh. Because my kid, speaking of Arnold Schwarzenegger, he's not fooling anybody.
Yeah.
He's got a solid white beard, solid white eyebrows, and black hair.
I like that. That's what I'm going to do.
You don't have hair that goes...
when I'm his age, I'll do that. I'll grow it out and I'll dye it black.
Yeah. I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
There's no point. Dude, just do like Metallica did.
Yeah.
And just let it go. Just let it go silver.
Yeah.
John Bon Jovi... Holy, he came out that one time and his hair is solid silver, and I'm like, dude. And I'm just like, I want to be just like you, man. He let his hair, let it go silver.
Just boom.
Yeah, badass. Yeah. Ed Jones, his hair's been white for 30 years.
Yeah. Steve Martin.
Yes. Steve Martin is, I think, 77, and someone said he's been 77 for 40 years. He's looked like that forever. Yeah, just let it go. Just let it go white.
One more thing on the Ziploc.
Yeah.
I'm proud to announce that in our family, after years of work, we finally have all been able to figure out how to close a Ziploc container. And I'm proud.
Okay.
Proud.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
You know, yellow and blue make green in this household.
Yep.
You have been listening to Irritable Dad Syndrome, Cincinnati's comedy podcast.
Yes.
It may be hard to determine that this is a comedy podcast from time to time.
This is like a cooking podcast.
It's like
tonight.
a cooking podcast.
You know what? We're very diverse in our topics.
You know what?
You can't pigeonhole us.
You all should go to irritabledadsyndrome.com. I went there this weekend.
Yeah.
I own the website.
Yeah.
I put stuff on the website. Yeah. I was surprised by our website.
It's a good-looking site.
All of our videos are there. Did you know that?
Yeah.
We have 180-something video. Actually, close to 300 videos on there.
I love we have 108. Well, close to 300. I love how you rounded up by 120.
Here's the thing. I know of 180. I got a notification from YouTube that we have over 300 videos on our YouTube channel. I think that's all of our shorts and everything combined.
Yeah.
All of that's there. You can follow us on the YouTubes. You can follow us on the Instagrams.
Yeah.
You can follow us on the patrons. The best place to follow us is Facebook. You get all of our notifications and updates. If you go to our website, all the videos are there, all the non-live videos. Now, you like our live stuff and you want to hear the raw, how the sausage is made?
Yeah, you got to become a
You
patron.
go onto the Patreon. By the way, some of y'all should be getting the poster soon.
If you're not a patron, you're going to be like, damn, I wish I had that poster.
Oh, and we give Christmas cards.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Darin usually reminds me December 23rd to send them out. You'll get them sometime in January.
Yeah. Merry
you know.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Guys, we're going to go. I hope to see you next week on Irritable Dad Syndrome.
Irritable Dad Syndrome is a Mike Odell, Darin Cox production.
I didn't expect that result.
We just had a microphone fall, in case you're wondering what the hell's going on over here. Would you stop doing that?
I'm just trying to.
Would you stop doing that? I'm trying to tell a story that's going to make us win Podcast of the Year. Okay. Jesus, stop it.
It's back. Sorry. That's one thing I can say I learned in college. I had learned how to blow. I taught myself how to blow my nose.
In college. Dream big, kids. God.
You know, if I look back on my life,
Yeah.
and I take the money, let's just say that's the only thing I learned in college. It's worth it.
Recording stopped.